Well, innovation of Australia Post, well, changing technology and globalizing world is providing many challenges to the latter's business. It is also providing significant new opportunities to use the assets of Australia Post to solve the new and emerging problems of customers and communities around Australia. For the innovation managed in the Australia Post, mm, we have three parts we need to talking. The first one is um, structure innovation strategy, and mm, for income, the basic of innovation continues to be their people. Their passion for customer and communicates has been the core of the development of Australia Post for over 200 years. For the outcome, the product sales and marketing terms are agent to customers, and today the corporate work to solve the customer's most important problems. Design thinking and agent delivery terms are now a core part of the capability of these terms. A second one is for the planning of innovation. Mm, It focuses on six parts. The first one is improving the safety and emergence of people. The second one is investing in the network capability and capacity to be best in class. Third, expanding the role in financial and government service. Next is offering cooperative inbound and outbound international delivery service. The fifth, improving customers' experience. The last one is making continued progress towards the 2020 environmental targets. Last one is the management guidelines. The new purpose and the value. They launched the new purpose and value this year, articulating in the principles of the business in how they work together and how they deliver for customers. They will share their own explain of each value, and they continue to see people show their commitment to the values every day. In how they work and interact with each other, they received clear feedback that they must continue to equip the people with the skills to have sustainable, meaningful works as the business transforms.
Australia Post's innovations mainly focus on e-commerce, e-government, and the broader digitization of trusted services. For their employees, Australia Post launched the Our Place program, which updated the working environment from a traditional cubicle office to open collaboration and mobile working environment. The firm designed a 6-week experiment which included changing the office environment in a part of their head office, and they collected feedback from their staff to improve the program. Now the final workspace design is being rolled out throughout Australia Post's head office. Australia Post also adopted a new customer feedback management system, which allows their employees working together to listen and solve consumer problems. This innovation brings their staff to collaborate together to improve their consumer service, which increases their customer satisfaction and staff relationships. The entrepreneurship program is a firm encouraging their employees to initiate new business ideas, to test and develop with consumers. This type of bottom-up continuous improvement framework has enabled Australia Post to fund and implement novel ideas by drawing upon by the collective skills and experiments of their entire workforce. On the other hand, Australia Post also adopted different innovations for their consumers. Australia Post launched same-day delivery option for leading online retailers, which has allowed the firm to adapt to fast-growing digital business industry, which means they can remain competitive with other shipping and delivery companies. For regional consumers, the firm released new delivery solutions through drone trials. This innovation ensured the delivery or shipping time within the country and avoided extra costs for some locations. Self-scanning applications and digital one-stop change of address applications brought convenience to their consumers by removing extra work associated with sign-by-hand forms, which also lead the company into the digital space, increasing work efficiency.
For many years, Australia Post delivered consistently increasing profits, largely due to their strong letters business. Letter volumes had always grown in tandem with GDP. By the 1990s, the volume of letters sent in Australia was increasing by an average of 5% annually. This link between letter volumes and GDP was broken as it entered the 21st century, when the exponential growth of digital communications began to have an impact on physical mail. And yet, for some years, volume growth continued, albeit slowly, and so did Australia Post's profits. However, according to Australia Post's annual report, it is now experiencing a trend decline in the performance and the profitability of its traditional mail service, to the state that it now impacts negatively on the overall functioning of the business, especially during the pandemic. As for the future sustainability innovations, our group highly recommends that time accuracy and after-business hour delivery for the organization. In the view of the coronavirus outbreak that has affected many countries in the world, many delivery delays, in this specific period, it will be a great competitive advantage in the industry if Australia Post can accurately deliver all kinds of goods throughout the nations. Moreover, if these deliveries can be carried out after business hours, it will also bring a lot of convenience into people's lives. When people cannot receive delivery when they go to work during the day, or cannot go to the post office to pick up delivery, delivery after business hours will allow more and more people in need to choose Australia Post, although there will be some additional expenses for paying more staff. It can be used to save fixed expenses anyway. Speaking of specific costs, we recommend that moving on. If people from different Melbourne offices moved into their new 5-star green energy-rated national headquarters, the move will be complete with minimal disruption to their staff, who now work in an attractive, well-appointed building that significantly reduces energy and water consumption through an intensive range of efficiency and recycling measures. As we mentioned before on the paper, although it might pay more for their employees, money could be saved in this process, which we call it moving on.
As each year, Australia Post conducts a materiality review to identify those topics that are directly or indirectly affect its ability to create, maintain, or erode economic, environmental, and social values for the company. its shareholders and society as a whole. Competitors have always been a hot topic. Regarding Australian Post competitors, Fastway Couriers and DHL have always been leaders in the delivery industry. According to Fastway's official website, that their network includes 29 regional franchise and over 900 franchise partners across the country, from Cairns to Perth and almost everywhere in between, which weigh to more than Australian Post. As for DHL Company, it focuses its business on the global bulky goods, while the Post is mostly put most efforts in small goods. Also, Australia Post devotes to deliver small parcels. In order to compete with other freight companies, it has a subsidiary called Star Trek, which focuses on interstate transportation as well. To maintain the sustainable development, Australia Post is supposed to develop more business partners, which covers more areas in Australia, and they need to adjust the management politics in real time to prepare for the period like the coronavirus and reduce the negative impact on the company.
Okay, thank you.